Hello. Today I'm going to be doing my reaction and breakdown of the 304 card that just happened a day after. Because I had to wait for the close to be clear. I went 7 for 7. No, 7 loss, 7 win on this card. So pretty shit. Didn't come out the gate right. It's pretty sucks because last week I was doing really well on the fight nights, the shitty ones that no one cared about. But I thought, I'll start on this one, you know, I'll probably do pretty good here. And I didn't. But it's alright, so let's just get through it. Shauna versus Alice. Shauna won by decision, which I picked correctly. I got this one right. Because Alice does TikTok and that's her main income. She's not a fighter. And Shauna was, yeah, she managed to get this one done. Who gives a fuck anyway? So let's move on to Mick and Lukasz Breski. I was actually getting pretty worried about this fight before the fight was going to start. I was like, oh, like Lukasz just looked like he was in good shape. But Mick fucking flatlined him. And I didn't know that Mick was going to get a KO here. I thought decision. And Waldo always gets decisions as well. But they run into Breski, who usually doesn't get flatlined, and they just flatline him. So that's, I don't know, a little trend I've noticed in little Breski there. So Mick Parkin, they were tapping for a bit. Breski was actually looking well. And then Mick just fucking flatlined him. Because fuck him. And Mick Parkin is just the man. And he's probably the next Tom Aspinall. He'll be number 1 and 2. And yeah, that's how that will go. So yeah. Alright, Sam Patterson versus Kiefer Crosbie, the third fight on the card. They switched the order too. So this is the order that it happened on the card. But Sam Patterson versus Kiefer Crosbie, 3 for 3 at the moment. Because Sam Patterson chucked the fuck out of this guy, just like I said he would. And like how everyone picked Patterson to do so. Because, yeah, it was pretty easy. Yeah, not much to really say. He just took him down and arm triangled him. He didn't rear naked him. I said he would rear naked him. He didn't. So that would have been cool. But that's alright, you know. Can't be too fucking black and white, can it? Alright, so yeah, 3-0. But this is when it starts to go downhill. Modestas versus Marty Prachi. Yeah, Modestas won this one by finish. I thought if that's how he was going to win, it'd be by a finish. It looked like he was going to win maybe by decision anyways. Martin really threw this one away. I know his name's Marcin or whatever, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to call him Martin. It's real easy. So Martin just really threw this one away from himself a few times. He was rocking him. This was actually a pretty good fight. The little head kick as he came in to finish him, all that stuff. In round 3 though, he like rocked him straight away. And then he like got him up against the cage and like was grabbing his leg. And then he like pulled him on himself, which I thought was super awesome. Super awesome from Martin to do so. And just throw that one away. It was like Dricker's and Tavares, that one that you've probably seen, where he just pulled himself on bottom. That's exactly what Martin thought he should do after rocking Modestas. At least Tavares wasn't rocked and nearly finished. Fucking Modestas was out of there, and Martin was like, no. Let me just fucking pull him on top of me. And then he got subbed by an arm triangle that wasn't really in. The leg was on the other side. And he was like half in mount, half on the wrong side. And Prachnio tapped anyway, because he's really good. And I thought he would just be able to do Modestas, who's pretty basic on the outside, and just swung big fucking shots that didn't land, because he's not technical. But whatever, doesn't matter. You can't get them all, obviously. But you can get this next one. Oban and Elliot versus Preston Parsons. Yeah, Oban won this one. I said he didn't come all the way here to lose to someone like Preston. And I actually called Guru shit cunt for picking Preston. So this one I feel pretty happy about. Oban was an underdog. But then in that same sentence, I called him a retard for picking Robocop. And then obviously look how that went. So, you know, 1 for 1 on calling Guru a shit cunt on this fight, but that's fine, you know, he's a good guy. Yeah, so Oban, his boxing looked nice, his jab and stuff, he just looks really fucking like teachable. It looks like he's like, you've assigned +30 to his boxing and now that's what he looked like. He just looked all like that he was doing it, and you know, if you know what I mean, like it was just flowing. And what he did really well is he did his combinations, and then he stuffed all the takedowns and stuff, which I actually thought he would do, because Welsh grappling is good, and Oban, you know, that's what he did on Contender, that's what he did against Val, he grappled them. So I don't know why people thought Parsons, a shit cunt, was going to be good enough, but they did think that, and he was an underdog, and he stuffed all the takedowns, and sorry, I started playing with something. He stuffed all the takedowns and he won easily by decision. And what he did well that fucking someone next up didn't do is, like, he just fought, and then if Preston shot, he would react and stuff it. Whereas Kape is standing there fucking freaking out that shit's about to go down, when, like, bro, you fucking train all the time. He probably trains box, whoa, sprawl. But then he stands there and just waits for the sprawl. I'm talking about Kape. So yeah, Kape's shit. But Oban didn't do that. He would box and, you know, try and win on the feet. And then Preston would shoot a great takedown. It was actually really impressive how Oban stuffed them all. But he would shoot a great takedown, and Oban, who just trains takedown defense as well as Kape, stuffed them and did what he was trained to do. And he won by decision. And I picked him to do so. So I'm 4-1, which is pretty good. But let's go to Mo and Kape, which is just, this fight was just fucking embarrassing. And it's just classic as well that this would happen, because, like, the way you couldn't even, like, keep them fucking, you know, we had to keep them separated in the cage, and then I'm just sitting there like, God, they're just going to come out and faint at range and stuff. But I thought it would be a little more exciting than it was, even with those fainting thoughts before it started. But yeah, it was just a shit fight. Kape was terrified of the takedowns, just standing there waiting to do shit. And like I was saying with Oban, like, you just got to go and make them shoot bad takedowns and go forward. Excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, he basically just let Mo body kick him and head kicks and just, you know, tap away on the outside while he just stood there and did nothing. And also, I'm on a swivelly chair. Whee! Isn't that pretty fun? Yeah. But yeah, also Mo, he actually looked really fast tonight, really fast, fastest that I've ever seen him, but it doesn't matter anymore because he's cut, which is pretty funny, and I don't care, because he was boring anyways. And who knew that we peaked when he fucking flying kneed Durden and subbed him? I was like, whoa, this guy is fucking incredible. And then that was as good as it ever got after that. His debut was as good as it got, and then he's just fucking stunk it up ever since. And now they're getting rid of him. And who cares? But it is a bit weird. I reckon they won't get rid of him. I reckon they'll keep him on and re-sign him. But, you know, Dana's just said that. I reckon they'll keep him on, because it is pretty crazy to let go of a 23-year-old guy who's undefeated. But I hope they do, because it doesn't matter anyways. And Steve Erceg's going to reign for years, so what's the point of even keeping him around? But yeah, shit fight anyways. Got off on a tangent. Shit fight. Kape didn't do enough. I picked him to win. I did have a little bad feeling about this, but I just thought that he was friends with Gene Silva, but he's not, and he doesn't even know Gene Silva personally, I bet. So yeah, he doesn't know him, but who cares? Next fight, Hadley, Loughran. Callum Loughran versus Jake Hadley. I went Callum Loughran here. I said he'd be too big. He wasn't big at all. Hadley was probably bigger than him, which is weird, because he's coming up from flyweight, obviously. So Loughran should probably move down to flyweight. But I don't know, he seems pretty dense. This one is just fucking disappointing. I kind of like I watched it, but like I didn't, you know, watch it. It was hard to, like, you know, I can't think of any key points to remember and say to my no fans and 0 views. So I'm just gonna, yeah, it was Hadley got a win, and I don't care about this fight, you know. I said that this was a weird one, but I said he'd be too big. I should have, if I looked at a photo of them side by side, maybe I would have gone Hadley. my phone just got a 20% battery thing. I don't know if that fucked up the video or not, but it's okay. All right, so Hadley and Loughran, that's fine. Done that fight. Next, oh yeah, I picked Loughran decision. Hadley won by decision. I don't know what I am currently on the card, but I ended 7-7, so you know, we'll get there. Molly is another one that I lost. So this is 3 in a row now. It started getting pretty hazy. I went with Molly Mcann. I said this one was weird as well. So that's a little trend. If I'm not too sure, probably will get them wrong. And if I'm really sure and say I'll put $1 million on it, like Nathaniel would, then you should put $1 million on it because they'll win. But yeah, Molly, picked Molly, and she's just... Oh, this was just a tough fight for her. The odds are just so stupid now in hindsight. Like Bruna Brazil's $4. She's been training with the Fighting Nerd, so she actually might know Gene Silver, judging by that performance. But Kape doesn't. But she might know him because she had Bahalio, Kai, in the corner, and I know he knows him. So all you got to know is know Gene Silver a little bit, and you'll probably do well because he's our Lord and Savior. Just swiped up on a notification there. Yeah, but Molly just ran into knees and body kicks and just... But what else was she really supposed to do? Like, she can't tap on the outside against Bruna. She'll lose that. Getting in the inside, she'd run into a knee, and then she couldn't really implement the grappling. Yeah, should have gone Bruna. And I almost did, if you go and watch my prediction video back. I almost did, but I didn't. But then I just like said, who cares? And then moved on really fucking coolly. So, you know, I basically went Bruna. All right. Nathaniel Wood versus Daniel Pineda. I went Wood here. I said you should put $1 million on it. It did get a bit hazy in the third. I just was watching this back just a second ago, just so I could remember what round he dropped him in, which was the second, and it was a really clean left hook. Fucking Pineda's tough as shit for not getting KO'd, but Wood hates a finish, so he'll just decision his way up. I did say decision in my prediction video, but on Tapology I went 3rd round TKO. But so I got it right on YouTube, so that's pretty impressive. Even though this was the easiest pick on the card. But yes, Nathood Waniel, he won this one, and he looked pretty good. He always looks good, and he's technical. He'll never really be anything too crazy. Imagine like him versus Sadiq Youssef. That would be a fun fight. He probably doesn't deserve that jump up yet. But, you know, Nathaniel Wood's always going to be around, and he's always going to be looking good. He's good. I like Nathaniel Wood, and I like watching him fight. They're always fun. And they're always like, wow, this guy's good. I like to, you know, be in awe of when someone is very technical. I just looked up at Leon's name as I said that. Yeah, fucking prick. All right, but next fight, Giga versus Arnold Allen. So this is where I thought, this card's going too easy. Like prediction-wise, I'm going to be that guy and go Giga. And yeah, when it got to this fight, and I just seen, oh, Hadley's won, Molly's won. Oh, damn it. So Giga's not the crazy underdog that's going to win. We've already had that. So, yeah. Which I was actually really happy about anyways. This whole fight, when I was watching it, I was rooting for Arnold Allen. I really like him. His media day interview was funny. He's a good guy. Funny guy. And it just really would have sucked knowing Arnold Allen to have to swallow 3 losses in a row, like getting outstruck by Giga. But Giga was doing good. He looked good in round 1, but he just can't keep it up for 3 rounds. Otherwise, he probably would have beat Arnold. Round 2 was iffy, but I gave it to Arnold and gave round 3 clearly to Arnold. He didn't shoot a takedown once, which is why everyone picked him. But, I mean, neither did Alex Caceres, really, if I can remember. And, I mean, that was a red flag. Should have definitely picked Arnold. But I just thought, like, he'd been bashed by Kape, took ages off, then looked rocky against Caceres. Now he's like, all right, I'm back, I can win. And then would outstruck Arnold. But, I said it would be weird that Arnold would have 3 losses, and he doesn't. So that's awesome, because I'm glad Arnold won. Who gives a fuck about Giga? But he's alright. He's pretty, like, chatty. Doesn't say gay shit. Okay. CLD versus Robocop. This is where we look stupid as fuck. I went CLD here, pretty confidently as well. Called Guru a retard for picking Robocop. Yeah. But CLD, he got made out. He got made out here. And he really surprised me. Like, he's obviously technical and he does cool shit. But when Robocop was swinging at him, he was going away like this. Like, that was his defense. Like, moving his head away. He doesn't know how to take punches. Neither do I. But JDM, he would shift his head and look at you. Where CLD was turning away, fucking terrified of Robocop's punches. Didn't know how to stay in there, like dodge and counter like a Gene Silver would, maybe. I like Gene Silver. But yeah, he didn't know how to do that. And I even said in the prediction video, CLD would be the one finding Mount, actually, weirdly. I don't see Robocop mounting him. But yeah, Robocop used his grappling, like Guru said. Fair enough, mate, you got one. Yes. He used his grappling and he won. He was better on the feet, really. I thought that maybe CLD was going to land an awesome elbow and just randomly flatline him. His elbows are so nice still, but he really just didn't have anything for Robocop. And I thought CLD would be a prominent stay in the top 15 one day. Still might, but I don't know. This was a real stock loss for his stock loss. And also, fucking watching this, it's just so annoying that fucking Bruno Ferreira just randomly KO'd Robocop, because I really like Robocop. He's like one of my favourite fighters. His Jongyong Park fights off its head. All of his fights are off their fucking head. Like, so watch that Jongyong Park fight. That's fucking awesome. But yeah, and then just Bruno just catches him, one-shots him. So yeah, that's fucking pretty impressive. I picked Stoltzfus to beat Bruno, by the way. Idiot. Yeah, but next fight, who cares? So I picked CLD and he lost, and I was pretty bullish on this one, but I don't mind being bullish because that's fun. I don't want to casually select people. I want to confidently do it. And I confidently selected CLD and he lost, but that's okay. Robocop won. Point for Guru. Paddy versus Bobby. 2 fights left after this. Paddy versus Bobby. I went Paddy here by finish. I said Bobby was too finishable in this time in his career, but I also was pretty saying that this was a shit pick and Bobby should win, but I just think the Paddy train rises. I don't think Bobby's the man that stops the hype. It's going to be someone of note. I don't know if Moicano arc-wise story, maybe he is that guy, but I don't know. But yeah, Bobby did time a takedown. I just watched Guru's video where he said he shot and then he was right. He shot and then the leg kick took him a little bit and then he just dove into it. But he was timing the takedown anyway. Like, that was his idea. This guy's leg kicked me, I'm going to fucking blast double leg him. And then that was just a dumb idea, regardless of if he's leg kicking the fuck out of you. If Islam leg kicks me 60 times in a round, I'm not going to be like, no, I'm blast double legging this cunt, because that would just be dumb. And that's what happened. Bobby blast double legged the submission guy with the shit stand up and got submissioned. That's pretty funny. Yeah, guillotine, no. Triangle, yes. Locks it in. Grabs his arm and twists that about too. And Bobby goes out cold. And it's honestly fucking so just wow. Written in the stars with the little shit talk they did before the fight, with Bobby being like, I've never been submitted. Paddy was like, let's wrestle then. you know. And then Bobby wrestled and got submitted. So, yeah, I was going hard for this one. This was cool. Paddy, his stand-up is still gross, and obviously he's going to lose soon, but I really like the guy. No, I won't say that, but I like Paddy, and don't mind his interviews. Yeah, and he won. So yeah, fuck Bobby anyways. Piece of shit. I don't like Bobby. Tom Aspinall, no, not piece of shit. That was probably too hard. Also, he always takes a loss really well, so that's good. He talks all the shit before the fight, but he always is handshaking. When Drew Dober caught him, he's a good guy. Jalen, he's always real cordial about it, even if he'll be running his whole mouth during the fight, get KO'd and be like, damn, you got me, bro, good shit. So, I like Bobby for that. I didn't mean to call him a piece of shit, but some other areas he's really, you know what he is. He's bloody annoying as fuck. Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades. I went Tom Aspinall by 15-second KO. It was a bit longer, it was a minute, which is disappointing. So I didn't get this prediction right. Yes, when we pick Aspinall fights, we're just going off time that he might KO the win. We're not going in if he's going to win or not. He's going to win. We're just picking method and time at this point, because this kind of is the best thing we've ever seen ever to touch the octagon. The greatest ever. Best heavyweight just you've ever seen ever. So fast, but we've all heard it. We've all seen him. So yeah, there's not much to really say. He KO'd Curtis, and also really happy that Curtis took fuck all damage. The right hand didn't land. People call it an early stoppage. I really like Curtis Blades. Watched his media day interview. He's just always a nice guy. I can't help but feel really bad for people that have stutters and stuff like that, which he's sounding really good these days. So I like him, and I was just really praying that he didn't get fucking hurt too bad, and he didn't. So that was good. But Aspinall obviously keeps on going, playing with another thing down here. If that's what you see I'm doing with my hands. But yes, Aspinall keeps the train going. keeps it going. Alright, this video's gone for too long. Keep repeating myself now. But I feel like I was doing good earlier. Alright, last fight. Tom won, first round KO. That's what I picked him to do, and he did it. Leon versus Belal. Belal's done it. He's got the belt. Good for him. I wouldn't say I care too much. I feel like it really discredits the sport. Like, when you look at, if I, showed one of my mates UFC who wasn't into it, and he was like, oh, nice, who's the champs? And I had to show him, like, Belal was the division of a champion with guys like JDM and Shavkat and shit in it. They'd be like, what? Why do you watch this? This is, like, not the pinnacle of combat, obviously. Which now, it's just a terrible look for Belal to be the champ, but that's just like one of those things, like Strickland getting one in, It's just funny. It's really funny, and it doesn't make sense, so that's why it happens. That's what I said in my prediction video. I said Leon is obviously too technical and too good, but Belal, if he'd win, it would be, comical and a classic decision, which it was. But also what I've actually noticed, I won't completely say it was up to chance and it was just written in the stars. Leon is good at, like, a nice jab and a nice, nice doing one things. But, like, if you've... Oh, little burp there. Hold on. I've just had a little soft drink earlier. Sorry. But yes, so what I noticed is if you just pressure him up against the fence and get into, like, boxing range, he can't bang, 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 bang. He can't rip a fucking 4-piece combo real fast at you. Like, Belal's boxing is faster than his. He can do a bang, 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 a 3-piece faster than fucking Edwards does his clean ass, elbow, and he jabbed like his little left hook to the body. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Edwards disappointed me. Solidified that JDM would have put him on the fence and chinned him. But that's okay that he doesn't do it to Edwards, because now he'll do it to Belal. I reckon JDM's a great style matchup for Belal. This is the JDM channel, by the way, if you didn't know. JDM and Gene Silver channel, where we talk all things Gene Silver and JDM. But yeah, so Belal's the champ. Beat Leon by decision, classic. As soon as he double-legged him like that in the first round, I was like, fuck's sake, it's over. Like, this is fucked. This is not how the first round had to look. If Leon was going to get a decision, you don't drop the first round, really, to Belal and start picking it up, kind of. I don't know. Well, you could, but, Leon's not really that type of guy. He got broken and put up against the fence. It is bullshit that he gets the belt and, beats Kamaru, and they're like, oh, nice, bro. Here's a defense in Manchester at 6 a.m. Like, have fun staying up for your whole 6-week camp when you normally wouldn't, while Belal in American time is sleeping in America, going to bed, at normal when the fight was going to happen. So that was obviously fucking pretty bullshit, but, I don't think it mattered too much. I think Leon would have lost regardless. He just was never meant to be a dominant champ, and neither is Belal. Belal is on 11-fight win streak at the moment. GSP is 12. I don't think Belal will get there. So Belal loses his next fight. Who it is, I don't know. But yes, Leon. I thought, let's just break down, maybe going a bit long on the Leon one, but I thought he definitely won the 5th, won the 3rd. The first was close. I just watched that a bit earlier. Belal did win it, unfortunately. When the fight ended, I was like, wow, they could actually go Leon here. Like it won't, look great, but break it down round by round, 3 and 5. They've both clearly won 2 rounds. It's just round 1, but then I watched round 1, the takedown at the end and stuff. Was that the round that he got? Oh, he got uppercutted. Yeah, so he lost that round. He lost 48-47, clear as day. The 49-46, like what round did they give Belal? Round 5, where he got elbowed and fucking bloodied all over. Crazy, but whatever. So that's my event recap. I've made it through. Just a little, we'll go through it quick. Shauna, first fight. Shauna decision, check. Mick decision, well, Mick, he won. Sam Patterson won by submission, so that's 3-0. Modestas beat Marcin. Marcin dropped the ball, so 3-1. Oban, I said, Oban was going to win. He did. 4-1, and then lost 3 in a row. Kape, Hadley, and Molly. Well, Kape, Hadley, yep. So that's, 4-4, 5-4. Well, we already know it's 7-7, so I don't even know why I'm doing this, but, that's what other people do, so. All right, but yes, I'm just going to wrap it up here and then lean into the camera and turn it off. Thank you, guys. Well, thank you, Mum.